Well, hello everyone. We so excited to be here today. We have our most favorite pretty girl here, and we are here today having conversations with the incomparable, amazing, globally phenomenal, just spiritual goddess, just all things greatness. My sister, Malika Sherelle Reed L.
Yay! Hi.
Do you feel the energy? Do you feel the amazing vibration?
It's definitely flowing.
I feel like you just, all this illuminating energy is just bouncing all over you, off of you,
Thank you.
From you, right,
That's the
around
goal.
you.
It's always the goal. It's always the goal.
And you know, I know.
Yes.
Goals for you are crucial.
Yep.
Not just the goal, but you always consistently knocking those goals out the park, if not the world.
If not.
Because we know you are what? Often duplicated, but never, ever, ever imitated. All right?
Yes.
Or because the imitation, it just can't happen. But we're going to talk about that too.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that too.
Okay.
So we are here, Conversations with Malika.
Yes.
Tell us. Conversations with Malika. Now, I know Conversations with Malika. I have conversations with Malika every single day, right? And so I know the depth, the width, right? I know how amazing. I know the healing that comes from it. I know all of the emotions that come from Conversations with Malika.
Definitely.
And I also know just the amazing spirituality that always comes, that's always at the root.
Definitely.
But you have to tell us, because you know your downloads, and when you come up with these amazing, mind-blowing, you know, your whole next move is always your best move, right? I've heard you say that a million times, and it's always came to fruition.
Thank God.
Right?
I shall.
Yeah. So, Conversations with Malika, where does that come from?
So basically, normally when I put up a video on Instagram when I'm doing a motivational speech or inspirational speech or something, you know, it's like a speech, you know, because you know I'm a speaker. That's just who I am. People say to me all the time, like, you would think you would have your own church, or you sound like a minister, or you sound like a preacher, or whatever. But lately I've been doing these conversations with my Insta tribe on social media. And so my tribe live for me to speak. It's like they let me know all the time that we love the way you dress, and we love that we can come to your page and put together an outfit for an event, and we know that we can come to your page and get inspired because your captions are always so profound.
You have the best captions in the world.
Thank you so much, right? But we love when we hear you speak. So lately I've been doing these conversations with my Insta tribe, and I do conversations with my tribe on my Insta story all the time. Because I feel like it's just us and we're talking. This is on my heart. But I've been doing some IGTVs, and I say conversations with Malika and with my Insta tribe, right? And so I was like, how about God just put it in my spirit? You know, I'm a meditator. I meditate all the time. That's what we'll get into that.
Yes, we will.
But you know, I got a download, and I was like, you need to do a production, Conversations with Malika. And, you know, answer a bunch of questions that your tribe want to know about you, that they don't learn about you, just on your everyday social media, you know, daily. So.
And I love that. And so that is leading me, right, to, as you're speaking, right, because what they don't know, what they hear from you, because you give so much of you, right? That's who you are, you know. And of course I know that, right? And those, your family, friends, those in your dot understand that, right? And so that's so, to me, that's so important that you said that, and I love that, because it's, for me, it's like, okay, we know Malika is CEO and founder of one of the most hottest, popular, you know, growing global boutiques. Both in the city, right, the heart of the city, 2437 St. Paul Street.
2437 St. Paul Street. It's a jingle.
It's a jingle, right? And so we know that it's global. globally recognized,
Yes.
right? We know that you are a best-selling author, right? I'm ready for my close-up.
Yes.
I can't read it enough times.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you.
And there's so many others just like me, right? Not
Yes.
just because you are my sister, but the story is just amazing, right?
Yes.
It's a movie.
Yes,
It's a movie. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
Right. So we know that you are a best-selling author. You are a motivational speaker, right? You have your own cosmetic line. You know, you started Sky Ryan Cosmetics, named after your amazing and beautiful, talented daughter,
Yes.
right? So, I mean, and I could go on.
Yeah, definitely.
I could go on, but the tape might stop.
Yeah.
Right? on the line of amazing
Yeah.
things that you've accomplished,
Mhm.
right? But I think you nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
And your tribe,
Mhm.
right? Your amazing following,
Mhm.
thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who follow you every single day and want to hear from you, and they come to seek what they need.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the phenomenon
Right.
Malika Sherelle Riedel?
Well, first and foremost, I would definitely tell you that I am the daughter of the Most High, source of all that is.
Yes.
The daughter of my mother, Gwen, and the daughter of my father. I am also a mother. I am also a grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
I am also a woman that is healing so many different places inside of me.
Yes.
I am also a woman that is imperfect, but in my imperfections and as I grow, I try to take everyone along with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a woman of peace. I'm a woman of love. I'm a woman of light.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a woman that still has some dark places that have not been lit yet.
Yes.
You understand?
That, you know, I felt that.
Yes.
I felt that.
So I love when Yeshua, Jesus, as we now know him today, say that I am that I am. I am that I am. I am her. I am you. I am him. I am that baby. I am that girl over there, and that girl over there, and that woman over there, and that grandma over there. I am her. I am everyone. Because I understand that I am her, and she is me. You understand?
Absolutely.
So I am all of those things. I'm all of those things.
And that and those things are a lot.
Yeah.
But
And I can go on and on.
I was getting ready to say, but I am who I am. So love it. It's exactly what people need to understand, right? Because I know that oftentimes you give these speeches, like I've seen you stop and talk to people millions of times,
Yes.
anywhere, anytime, any place.
Yes.
And you download and you deposit whatever is needed.
Yes.
And so when you say you are all of those different things, that is so, you know, that is tremendous.
Yes.
Right? But that is your purpose to be that, right?
Yes.
And most couldn't walk in those little small 5.5
Yeah.
size shoes that you.
I'm a 6.
You know, sometimes you are. And most couldn't walk in those shoes. But tell me, what is Malika afraid of? What is Malika afraid? Like, what is Malika afraid of?
Yeah, so that's a good question. First, I'm going to talk about what I used to be afraid of. And I think that is so important because I want my pretty girls and my handsome gents to understand some of the fears that I had to overcome. And one of my fears was really allowing myself to be my true self.
Okay.
And living in my fullest potential. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of living in my fullest potential because I knew the level of commitment that it was going to require from me. You understand?
I do.
I was afraid of the level of commitment that it was going to require. And I was also afraid of the pedestal that people were going to put me on when I lived out and committed to who I truly am. So that level of commitment, you understand what I'm saying? I knew that that was going to take me some places that I wasn't ready to go. And I knew that it was going to take me in some rooms where I felt that I wasn't prepared to be. You understand what I'm saying? And that's because I was overthinking it. sometimes we can't overthink who we are. We can't overthink what our purpose is. We can't overthink what our assignment is. And so I would overthink it, and I would be like, I'm not ready for that. I was also afraid of, just being viewed as being full of myself.
Okay.
You understand? Because sometimes women look at me and, I like to think I'm pretty attractive. You know what I mean? I I clean up real nice.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
One of the city's most favorite pretty girls. So absolutely.
You know what I mean? And so sometimes women that look like me.
Okay.
Just like women that have other looks, our pretty girls that have other looks, feel like they won't be accepted because they're not wearing this, or they don't have on that, or they don't look like this. You understand?
I do.
Women like me have those same issues.
Yes.
So women like me, who have a personality like mine, who have a voice like mine, can be viewed as, oh, she's so full of herself, she likes to hear herself talk, whatever, and so I would run from that. And so I am not afraid of that anymore. And I'm so happy that doing the work allowed me to understand that you are okay being full of yourself. And I want you to continue to be full of yourself so that you can continue to pour into people. Because you're full of yourself, you pour into so many people, Malika. You are a fountain that waters your people. I know that about myself. It's not full of me to say that about myself, because all the years that people have told me that, I used to bow my head.
Right.
I used to be ashamed of that. Oh, you inspire me so much. I love you so much. You talked me off the ledge. You saved my life. I didn't quit my job. I got the promotion because of you. I started the business because of you. I was a teenage mother, and I turned out to be something because of you. I used to bow my head, and now I hold it high because I understand that me being full of myself would allow me to be able to pour into you. So now my cup runneth over. I accept being full of myself. I accept that today.
That's huge.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about that because I needed for my Insta tribe and my tribe to understand some things that Malika had to overcome. But it's some things that Malika is still afraid of. And this is a transparent moment, and this whole conversation is a transparent.
Well, that's what conversation with Malika is, right?
Let me just tell you, girl, I was having this conversation with a friend of mine, and we talk all the time, and we get so deep. Shout out to D Chase. And D said to me in the conversation, he said to me some things that resonated in my spirit, and I understood what it was when it came to my speaking career, when it came to me hitting these stages. I was afraid, and he pointed this out to me. I was afraid of being the rookie in the room.
The fear that comes from being the rookie in the room.
Can I go there?
Please go there.
Can I go there?
Please go there.
I was afraid of being a rookie in the room because all the rooms that I go in, I purposely go in, I can dominate those rooms.
Right.
Not that I'm better or any of that, but I feel like I'm myself in those rooms. You understand what I'm saying? But because I'm a speaker, right?
Absolutely.
I'm a speaker because that is my natural gift.
Right.
We come here with gifts. When we land on this planet, we are gifted with some things.
That's right.
And then when we land, we're gonna go over there and go to school for this, and we're gonna go over there and we're gonna go to school for that, and we're gonna take this trade for this, we're gonna learn how to do makeup, we're gonna learn the fashion industry and all of that. And we do nothing without gifts, some of us. Right. I know I have a gift to speak. I know I have a gift to inspire. I know that I have a gift to pick you up wherever you are. I can lift you a little bit higher. And I know I have a gift to do that. But because it's my gift, when I see all these other amazing speakers that I watch and that motivate me and that inspire me all the time, I'm looking at them. I see me in them. I see myself in them. But I feel like they will chew me up and eat me out in the room. Spit me out in the room. You understand what I'm saying? The rookie in the room. But once we understand that it's okay to be the rookie in the room.
That's right.
Once we understand that it's okay that you might not be the best at your game. You might not be dominating that industry.
Right.
You gotta understand. We're talking about It's Malika's Makeup and Fashion Studio.
Right.
You gotta understand that's an industry that I feel like I'm one of the ones who really dominate.
As you should.
I've gained a pretty pretty good following.
Yes.
You know, my pictures are all over all of these sites. They steal my pictures. They cut off my head. Some of them have the audacity to show my entire
globally
face.
everywhere.
All of these boutiques,
major corporations.
Right. I'm comfortable there. I dominate that.
Right.
I'm good there.
Right.
But take me out of those rooms and put me in a room full of people that this is what they do. They went and obtained degrees to do this thing. Right. You know, they're standing on pulpits and they're in rooms to do this thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? How did that make you feel? So that was one of my fears, and I'm overcoming that fear of being the rookie in the room. It is okay to be the rookie in the room.
It is okay. So when you say that, and that's awesome, and thank you for that, because I think it's very important.
One more thing.
Go ahead.
One more thing before we segue. Real quick.
Yes.
I also am afraid of being placed on a pedestal.
Ooh.
When I walk into my true purpose. And when I walk into my true assignment and my true calling, because just like with pastors and bishops and stuff, right? People put them on a pedestal so high that as soon as they make a mistake, they dehumanize them. Yeah. And it's like you put them on that pedestal. Right. They didn't ask you to put them on that pedestal.
They did
so the same Malika that can inspire and uplift you, the same Malika that can call you sis and call you queen and call you empress, it's the same Malika that's gonna be like, bitch, are you serious?
Right.
Bitch,
wait a minute.
That happen?
What about our favorite meme? Guess who's woke but to kick your ass?
Yes. Guess who will inspire you? Guess who super positive but still will not give you butt? No. I'm that girl. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Girl. And so with saying that, I want my people who follow me and who allow me to be a part of their life, to understand that we're going to be sisters, to understand that you are my queen, that you are my empress. But I might be like, bitch, guess what happened yesterday? You know what I'm saying? Don't say, oh, why did she say that? Why would she say that? Or I'm the girl that's going to be, speaking a certain way and being a certain way, but then you might go on my Insta story and see me twerking. Yes. I'm that girl. Don't put me on no pedestal. Right. And one of my fears, to complete that question, is them putting me on a pedestal so high that my pretty girls and my handsome gents no longer see themselves in me and see me and them. Yeah, because I always want to be
you're relatable. That's one of the major reasons that you're able to have the following that you have, because you are relatable.
It's so important to me.
Yes,
I promise you. They yell. They be in the market. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, pretty girl.
Right,
we be at the gas station. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, pretty girl.
You know I know.
We be in the hair store. Hey, pretty girl.
Right, everywhere.
You understand? I always want my women, my queens, my empresses, my bitches.
to understand. Yes.
And see themselves.
And that's
in
important.
Me.
That's critical. So you said something, and I think it's important. Because you say it, you often say it in your speeches, you often say it when you are having conversations with your Insta tribe, right?
Yes.
We talk about it. I can't even count, right?
Definitely.
And we know that's the foundation of all things. But you say something, I think it's important to kind of have this opportunity while they have this time with you for this conversation, right? What is the work? What is the work, right? We talk about vibration. We started talking about the vibration coming from you, right? We talk about being on a wave, being in a certain momentum. But what is the work?
Nicole, sometimes it's so much, but I'm going to keep it brief. I'm going to try to keep it as brief as possible.
And I want you to make sure you touch on that something you said earlier too about being a highly just advanced meditator.
Yeah.
Because that's important.
Sometimes it has to just be you and God.
Okay.
Sometimes it has to just be you and source. You and creator of all that is. Sometimes you got to put your phone down. Sometimes you got to tell your boo, listen, I'm going to need a minute. Sometimes you're going to have to tell your children, listen, I'm going to need a minute. You understand? Sometimes you're going to tell work, I need a minute. You're going to have to do that. And sometimes you got to go within. You're going to have to tap in and it just be you and God. And
what is tapping in?
And when? Okay, what is tapping in? So I'm gonna answer all of that.
Okay, good.
So when you tap in, when I tap in, everybody might have their own opinion and their own answer for that question. But when I tap in, I get it. My pyramid, my chakra pyramid.
I know.
And I meditate. And I meditate and I pray and I meditate and I pray, and when I pray I talk to God, and when I meditate I listen and I get those downloads, and I talk to not only just to my God, source of all that is, creator of all that is, but I talk to my gods, angels, and ancestors. I tap into the spirit of my gods, angels, and ancestors. I go within, I get my stones, and I light my sage, and I pray, and I write in my journal. You know my journal.
So the journals, because we always have an ongoing conversation about the journals, just for just because, right? Because you wrote your best-selling book, I'm Ready for My Close-Up. Journaling, right? So how many journals do you have?
Hundreds of journals.
Hundreds of journals, right? I know, because
hundreds of journals.
We're both journal freaks,
yes.
And I'm going to say that, but what is the importance of your journaling? Because you got your journal right here.
Yeah.
Not for this.
Yeah.
But there's more than these journals being here. These are just...
They're here. They're with us.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So when I journal, and I notice when I journal, it's not thought-provoked. I'm not thinking. I'm flowing.
Yes.
I'm flowing. I'm writing what I feel. I'm writing what I feel. I'm writing down my feelings. This is what happened today. This is what made me feel this way. Today I cried. Today I feel good. Today I feel lifted. Today I feel low. Today this happened when I spoke to this girl today, or that person today, and I feel like this today. This is important. I just flow like water when I journal, as opposed to when I'm typing something. When I'm journaling, I'm flowing. I'm in my truest self. When I'm journaling, I'm in my highest self.
Yes.
When I'm journaling, I'm not ashamed. When I'm journaling, I'm not trying to hide.
Yes.
When I'm journaling, I feel safe. When I'm journaling, it's okay.
Yes.
When I'm journaling, this is me.
Yes.
When I'm journaling, this is private. When I'm journaling, this is here for me.
Yes.
It's here for me. My journal is here to listen.
Yes.
If our journals could talk.
If our journals
could
speak.
talk.
Yes.
You understand what
Yes.
I'm saying? If they could speak to people. You understand what I'm saying? So to go back to the question,
what is the work?
What is the work?
Yeah.
I do that work. I fast. I change my diet. I drink 3 liters of water a day. You understand?
And get on anybody who doesn't.
Yes, and get on anybody who doesn't. Okay. I am watching my favorite speakers. I'm watching my favorite preachers.
Yes.
I'm being inspired by my favorite inspirational people. You understand? I'm reading new books. I'm in nature. I'm sitting by the water. So when I go within is when I disconnect.
Yes.
I disconnect.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
That is so important. That
Crucial.
is the work.
Crucial.
It is no way that you're going to get up every single day and you're going to do the same things and you're going to swing your feet over the bed and you're going to get up the same way as Dr. Joe Dispenza would say.
Yes.
And you're going to go to the bathroom and then you're going to check your emails and then you're going to take a picture of your lips or your coffee mug and then you're going to get in your car and you're going to see the same people. You're going to go to work and you're going to see the same people and you're going to do the same things every single day, and never once have you disconnected, and you're tired and you're drained, and then you're going to go home and you're going to listen to the kids, and then you're going to listen to their stories, and then you're going to check their homework, and you're going to do this every single day like a robot.
Right.
When do you disconnect?
Yes.
When do you disconnect? Because I understand that I'm a faucet, so I still got to get refilled.
Poured into, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And that is what I do.
And that is the work.
That is the work.
So, love that. Because that is all the work, right?
Yes.
And so when you use different spiritual words like wave and momentum, how does that fit into the work? Because I think it's important, right? And I know that you've got some amazing things coming up that I can't share. To really help people understand how to tap in, right? What meditation looks like and feels like,
and
right?
How to do it.
And how to do it, right?
Definitely.
And just you have a lot coming out that really is going to help people in their own spiritual journeys, because we all have our own, right? But just before we move on, because I just think it's so important when you say and use words like being on a certain wave, being in a certain momentum. Because everyone can look that up and get the Webster's definition
Yeah,
of that.
totes.
But what does that mean for you spiritually, based off of the work that you just described to us today?
So waves, momentum, and vibration, right? It's really what we are. You know what I mean? What wave are you on? How high are you vibrating? What momentum are you on? What channel are you on? You can be on channel 9, I can be on channel 5. You can be on channel 20, I can be on channel 1. You understand what I'm saying? If you hold a microscope up to anything, it is vibrating.
Yes.
Some is vibrating slow,
Yes.
some are vibrating high.
Yes.
If you're holding a lot of hate, animosity, dislike, jealousy, grief in your heart, you're going to be vibrating on a low momentum. If you have love and peace and being happy for those around you and clapping for your friends and for your strangers,
Yes.
if you're praying and you're meditating and you're eating right and you're sleeping right and you get up every single day trying to feel happy, trying to find your happy,
Yes.
trying to find your
Yes.
happy,
Yes.
trying to find your happy, trying to find your happy,
Yes.
you will find your happy.
That's
You
right.
will be vibrating high. You understand?
Yes.
So, for me, all of that plays a part into who you are. Who you are, this spiritual being,
Right.
having a human experience.
Absolutely.
It plays a part in that.
And these physical
I just
forms.
want to share a little bit of a story that a girlfriend, she came to talk to me, right? And she was vibrating really low when she came in. Like most times when we need to talk, right?
Absolutely.
You know, we might be vibrating on a certain level, and you know, she just divorced. You know, she's divorcing her husband. You know, and some things had changed, and she had to abruptly move and was displaced out of her place and everything because he was leaving for another woman, and
these
all
things
of that.
happen.
And her, you know, she felt like her daughter and her had to kind of like separate and go into different homes until she purchased another house for them, and some things were displaced. But what I had to get her to understand is vibration and momentum and wave, right? Because that is what's going to take us out of our shit.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, our shit.
Yeah.
I said our shit.
Yeah.
You understand?
Not shit. Shit.
Our shit. And it's okay.
Yeah.
You understand? Because that's
right.
exactly what it is, right? So when I said to her, and I said, listen, I know that you feel like this man up and left you, but I remember when this man came into your life, your daughter was doing bad in school. I remember when your daughter was doing so bad in school that she wasn't going to school. I remember that she was failing and she wasn't going to graduate. And so when this man came into your life and moved you out of Baltimore City and took you somewhere else, your daughter began to like school. Your daughter began to go to school. Your daughter then graduated from school. So that had to happen. He had to happen during that time.
That's right.
And then I also noticed that, you know, he brought you this big car and you enjoyed that car and you loved that car, a car that you got into an accident and you totaled, but you walked out with no bumps and no bruises. So even that had to happen. I understand that you had to go and live with some family members. You had to go and live with your mom, and you don't like the fact that you had to go back home and live with your mom. But if you can just understand that you have a mom. So then I went on to tell her,
my Lord,
that I need you to change the frequency and the vibration in your spirit. And I dropped by to tell her that day when she dropped by actually to see me that had to happen. Your son graduated.
Right.
Your daughter graduated.
Yes.
Your children graduated.
Yes.
You understand that had to happen.
Right.
All things had to be made new. So yes, you totaled your car that he purchased for you because God said all things will be made new.
Right.
I understand that you feel like he left you for another woman. I get it.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, his time was up.
His time
You
was
understand?
up.
I understand that you feel like you had to go and live with your mother. You know how rich you are, and saying that you had to go and live with your mother. I don't have my mother to go and live with. I don't have that type of security. I'm sorry that you stopped by to cry to me, but I'm going to give you a word. I don't have my mother. You have yours.
Yes.
I don't have my father. You have yours. You have all of those people, and I don't have my grandparents, and you have yours.
Right.
I don't have these people in my life. You have yours.
Yes.
So is your cup really half empty, or is your cup half full?
Abundantly.
Because I wake up every day and I don't have these people, and yet I have to open my door and deal with all the bullshit that's gonna come my way or not every day.
Right.
So how far do you want to stretch yourself into believing that you and this had to happen, and that this experience had to happen to take you where you need to be and to where you're going to be? Like this experience, like all those dots are going to connect, and you're going to look back and say, and this is why that had to happen.
Right.
So that has everything to do.
What is the lesson?
What is the lesson? So
What is
I don't
the
have to
lesson?
repeat it.
That's
What
right.
is the lesson? So I don't have to go through this again.
That's right.
What is the lesson? So I can teach somebody else and be an inspiration
right.
to somebody else. What is the lesson? So I can be grateful for this. So I can be grateful while I'm in this. What is the lesson?
Because that is the most
That
greatest
is the most
blessing.
greatest blessing. So it just goes back to what wave are you on? What vibration are you on?
Yes.
What momentum are you in?
Yes.
And she left feeling, when she left to come and get prayer from me, she was basically bowing down, saying, praying for me.
Oh my Lord.
Saying, God continue to bless her. God continue to move through her. God continue to put those words in her heart.
So her momentum changed.
It changed.
Yes.
So I hope I answered your question.
You're dead on. I don't know how there's any better. I don't know how there could be any better example or follow-up than that is vibration. That is it.
That is it.
And thank you for going there and providing such an amazing story. Because we can say things, but when we can give examples, I think that really helps those who need it understand that, right? Malika, I love that.
Absolutely.
I love that example. I love that she came in for a word, right? In a very low vibration, right? And she left praying for you. Yes. Praying for you to be able to deposit more into others.
Absolutely.
Like her whole momentum wave changed. And you know, this and this, everything resonates with me with that example. Everything resonates with me with this, because I often hear you say, feel it until you heal it. And I know you did a whole IG story with your Insta tribe on feel it until you heal it. And I feel like that is a small example of that, right? But I think what you were saying in that example to her was, I need you to feel this.
Feel it.
Until you heal
Come
this.
on.
Right?
Come on.
So I need you to please talk about feel it until you heal it, because that right there, that is the word.
I remember when that was dropped into my spirit in a meditation, feel it until you heal it, feel it until you heal it, feel it until you heal it, feel that shit till you heal that shit, right?
And
it dropped in my spirit, not because of something somebody else was going through, but it dropped into my spirit because of something that I was going through.
Right.
And I knew that I had to feel the rawness of the it. I knew that I couldn't resist it. I don't use drugs. I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol. I don't go out all the time. I don't do all the things that some people do to cover up something so they don't have to feel it, and then it comes out in other friendships, and then it comes from under the rug in other relationships when we sweep it under the rug. So when I say feel it till you heal it, I'm going somewhere with that. Because when we feel it and we don't resist it, we learn the lessons from it.
Come on now.
So feeling it is going to mean losing your balance.
Yes.
Feeling it is going to mean losing some sleep. Feeling it's going to mean losing some friends, losing some companionship, losing your appetite. You might lose some weight in this process. You're going to lose your husband or your wife in this process. You might lose some credibility from people that you thought was your friends in this process. You're going to lose a whole lot in this process when you do not resist it, but I promise you.
Ooh.
I promise you.
Yes.
Your now won't be your end. I promise you. It's not going to end up like that. I promise you. If you feel that thing until you heal that thing, you're going to look back at that thing and you're going to say, I can't believe I gave it that much energy. I can't believe I was worshiping it more than I was worshiping you. I can't believe that I gave it that much credit. I can't believe that I gave it that much time. That's what you're going to say. You're not going to believe it once you feel it, because when you feel it and you heal it, you move on from it and you don't have to repeat it. This is my story.
And you don't have to repeat it.
Lesson learned.
Because what happens if you have to repeat?
It might be worse. You might see your loved ones repeating it because you didn't learn it. See, because here's the thing: when you learn something, your children learn, and your grandchildren learn, and your offspring learn, and your friends learn. When you learn, everybody's learning. When you are blessed, everybody is blessed. When you are thinking good, you can influence everybody else to be good and be good. See, all of that is a trickle because all dots connect.
And you will continue to repeat because God says you will.
God said it. Source of all said it. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's law.
That's right.
It's universal law.
Universal law.
So feel that thing so you heal that thing. You understand?
Deep within.
It. I know you don't want to feel it. I know it hurt. I know it burned.
Right.
I know it feels chafed. I know your heart broke. I know it, but feel that shit. Because I promise you it ain't gonna always be like this.
Yes.
I promise you it won't always be like this.
Yes.
I promise you. I promise you if you know like you know.
And you know your God like you know your God like you know your God.
That everything is working for your good.
Everything is working now.
Is working for your good.
Right now.
Everything
Eventually.
is
All things eventually. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
you
the
know
word.
like you know like
Come
you
on
know
now.
like you know.
That's
that everything
right.
is working for your favor. Everything is working for your good. And everything is working out for me. And it's also working out for you.
Yes.
Feel that thing to
Girl, the vibration's so high in here. Let light and love surround us.
Baby.
Right? Let light and love surround us.
Man,
And we ain't talking about these camera lights here. Because the light's shining through during this conversation with Malika. Because this is what, see, for it to be a conversation with Malika,
it has to be
if
organic.
you don't have a conversation and that doesn't happen, it's not a conversation with Malika. It's not a conversation with Malika, right?
Yeah.
So listen, because you know, I'm a what? Heard a key word, heard a key phrase. Gotta have Malika do what she does effortlessly and seamlessly when sources using her as the vessel she is to be used for, right? To give all to her tribe and beyond, right? Your now is not your end.
Yes, your now.
Your now is not your end. It's on a t-shirt, but it's more than a phrase.
It's more than a phrase.
It's so much more than a phrase, right? And you gave it, to your people, right? During your feel it until you heal it. So for me, as we come to a close with this amazing conversation with Malika, your now is not your end. What does that mean?
Exactly what it says.
What does that mean?
Whatever you are dealing with right now, don't you know it's not your end? You remember that thing that you thought you wasn't going to get over, but you got over it?
Come on.
You remember those addictions that you have that you don't have anymore? You remember that heartbreak that took the life out of you that you're not dealing with anymore because now you have moved on?
That financial loss.
That financial
right.
loss. That job you lost. them times you got overlooked for that promotion. That time that you didn't feel like you could give birth to that business. That time that you felt like you couldn't push out that dream that you wanted to, that you dreamt, that time, right? That was a now, but it didn't end up like that. Your now is not your end. Your now is so small and so minuscule compared to your end. Your now, the way you are going to end up if you do the work.
Your now.
This now will be like when you're in the airplane and you look down and it's so small. You can't see the people anymore. You can't see the houses anymore. You can't see anything but the atmosphere. You can't see anything but the air you're breathing.
Yes.
Your now is not your end.
Yes.
When you do the work, when you put in that work, when you pray, when you meditate, when you change your diet, when you change your surroundings, when you change your friends, when you get out of that bad relationship, when you put down that habit, when you listen, it's gonna end up totally different than where you are right now. I promise you. promise you. You ask me how I know, because that's my life. Ask me how I know, because that's my story.
Listen,
ask me how I know, because I'm still healing.
That's right.
Ask me how I know, because I'm living in something that is not my now. I'm going through something that is not my now. I'm feeling something right now that is not my now. But because I understand that it's so small compared to my end.
Yes. Because
I feel it.
You feel it.
I'm healing it.
Yes.
I'm going through it.
The work.
I'm growing through
the process.
I'm bringing y'all with
Overstanding.
I'm overstanding.
I'm overstanding. Yes.
I'm all of it. So your now is not your end. My now is not my end. Your now is not your end. Her now is not her end. His now is not his end. Your child that you are praying for right now is not the end.
That's right.
That relationship, your now is not your end. I promise you, that financial situation, that's about to change too. Do the work.
Do the work.
Do the work.
Do the work.
We're going to do this work together.
That's right.
We're going to listen. We're going to travel these roads together. Just like always. Go down to my first Instagram post. It was inspiring. I will never stop inspiring my people.
That's right.
When I talk to them, I talk to me.
That's right. I am she is me, I am
he is me, I am you, you are me.
I am.
And one of the things I always want you to see as I close out.
Yes.
As I want you to see you in me. As I see me in you. Don't ever put me somewhere.
That's right.
Don't ever do that. Just
right.
let me be me.
Yes.
Please allow me to be me.
Yes.
Please allow me to be Malika.
Because being you is going to give us the
greatest. Please allow me
to
come to you in my truest form.
Yes.
Whether I come to you barefoot, if I take the lubes off, please allow me to be able to strip in front of you. Please.
Right. That's right.
Because as long as you allow me to be me, I can give you more of me. And that's the goal. I love you so much.
Thank you.
Sprinkles.
Yes, thank you.
Peace, love, and light.
Conversations with Malika.
This was so good, sis.
The first of so many
this
more.
Was so good.
Don't want to miss Conversations with Malika. Tune in. Stay tuned in, tapped in.
And turned on.
And turned on.
As Albert. Abraham.